We get a lot of questions on why such a small little pressure washer is over $200. And why shouldn't I just buy a $100 pressure washer that I see on Harbor Freight or Amazon? Well, there's a couple answers to that question. So one, we really designed it to be the most powerful pressure washer, but with a small footprint. So a lot of people we found through our work didn't need a vertical or horizontal or pressure washer that took up a lot of space, and really wanted something that they could mount on their wall, put in their trunk, or just kind of use it in a very handy way. In reality, you can't drag a pressure washer around in most cases anyhow, and that's why we don't have any wheels. Also, for $100, you're really getting the smallest motor and the smallest pump, and you're really getting inferior materials, whether it's plastic instead of brass or plastic instead of aluminum. And so all those things add up, and that's why you have a more expensive unit here. But I think what we've done is we've really spent money on where we think is important for the quality of the product. I think innovation is really centered around bringing value to the customer. And there can be a lot of different ways to bring value, whether it's through a new feature, or whether it's through a new price point, or whether it's through new materials and so forth. So as it relates to innovation within pressure washers, we took inspiration from high-end units to develop this guy here. And we intend to do that with new products in the pipeline, where we will take inspiration from either high-end products or niche products, or products existing that we want to improve, and then build that out within the Active line. I think what makes Active different is really being open and transparent around what customers need and want and how products are built. So because we do ground up development and design, and everything really is based off of our own ideas and engineering, we can help customers develop specific solutions to problems they're trying to solve. So some customers value storage and organization, in which case we would design things such as hose reels or cord reels or additional storage elements on the product. Some customers are trying to give off a very heavy duty feel, and so purposefully they design the product to resemble a gas unit to give customers a feeling that this electric unit is going to be very powerful. You know, alternatively, some people want a very compact unit to kind of mount on the wall, or just simply because they don't have a lot of storage in the garage. So really understanding the different needs of pressure washer consumers, how they use the product, how they intend to store the product, what their pain points are, is really important to help kind of create the whole product architecture that is typically found within a retailer's assortment. Due to the travel restrictions this year, it's been difficult to communicate to some customers and show kind of the process of what we do in terms of developing product or manufacturing or the quality of components and so forth. So we're trying to take the opportunity to use content and kind of digital media to kind of let customers in on our process to help explain what makes our products different, what makes our process better, and how that can add value to our clients. This pressure washer was really built for the DIY home user. We are getting a lot of requests from detailers or people that perhaps are using it for commercial applications, but really that's not what it was built for. The effective hours of both the motor and the pump are around 100 hours to 150. So that should last most people years of use. But again, if you're putting it into a commercial use environment, that's not what it was built for. It's not what it was warranted for, but you know, it's hard to stop customers from using it wherever they want. But no, it is not intended for commercial use. The VE52 has been getting great traction among automotive detailers and is really becoming quite famous because it just really delivers basically $1,000 performance at about $200. So I think if you wanted to attract automotive customers to your store or to your category, this is a great unit because, again, it really is all about value and delivering a great experience to the consumer. There's two things that people are doing to try to maintain price points. One is obviously move outside of China to avoid the tariffs, and there are some people doing that in Vietnam currently. But to achieve a $100 price point and build it in Vietnam, we're really talking about shaving down margins and using very kind of lower end components to keep the price point down. Now, the pressure washer will still function and will probably meet the needs of some consumers, but let's be realistic of what it is. At $100 retail, you're probably looking at about a $40 to $50 cost which really is not a lot of money to build quality components into the product.